Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mecca Mike back with some more Cowboys content. The schedule for the 2025 Dallas Cowboys is out. It's been released, and we're gonna react to it because I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about this schedule. And man, just let you know out the gate, it's not easy. It is not easy. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So the schedule, like I said, has been released. I saw that the Cowboys had like a PR tour, like a live stream. They had Micah, they had CD, they had Tyler, they had Dak, I believe. No, I don't think Dak was there. They had Osa and they had Shoddy, and they just did a live stream, basically just dropping the schedule. And I know a lot of people were clamoring for it. A lot of Dallas Cowboys reporters kind of piece the schedule together. But since now it's officially dropped, it's been a couple days. Let's go over this schedule, man. And I know they before the full schedule dropped, they had announced some games beforehand. They had announced that the opening game's going to be the Eagles. They had announced the Thanksgiving game's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, and they had announced that the Christmas game was going to be the Commanders. So out the gate, just seeing those three things and the fact that the Cowboys have six primetime games kind of gave me an idea that it's not going to be easy. And plus, the Cowboys having Philly and the Commanders of the division, who I think are frauds, but that's just me. Just think we'll get to that. But it's not going to be easy for the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of storylines, a lot of teams where we have past history with, recent past history with. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Cowboys haters to tune in, and uh, NFL's getting exactly what they wanted. You see, a lot of those ticket prices for a lot of these games are starting around $600-700, and again, that's what happens with Dallas Cowboys. They bring in the numbers, they bring in the viewership. NFL's not stupid, so let's go over this list and kind of just react to who we got. So out the gate, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're a Cowboys fan, if you're a true Cowboys fan, I would not be afraid of this matchup. At the end of the day, they're the Super Bowl champs. As disgusting as it is to say that, they are the champs. This is out the gate gonna be a test for the Cowboys to see if this team is really, if they can really compete with the best of the best, and who is better than the champs. So that what makes that game so interesting is that the Dallas Cowboys, again, Dak didn't play the Eagles at all last year, so they swept us. Dak is, I believe, 9-4 against the Eagles. And so he's played very well against the Eagles. So we haven't really had issues. But a lot of the things that people don't, and this is the thing that kind of throws me off with sports media and people that don't really cover the inside of the Cowboys, how they view the Cowboys. And a lot of like the main media, social media, they view the Cowboys as this Mike McCarthy, Jason Garrett mindset. And they just think Shoddy's just gonna be a continuation of that. I don't think so. Because people tend to forget Mike McCarthy was so bad as a play caller that if he just ran the ball a little bit more, they could have won at least 2 or 3 games and been in the playoffs. I'm not saying they would have made a deep run. It still would have been one and done in the playoffs, but you were this close to being a playoff team. This close. But if you just had a decent play caller and the defense didn't bottom out in the first half of the season and all the injuries, this would have been a playoff team. So I don't think we were that far off. And that's what letting all those guys walk, all the injuries, all the stupidity that the Cowboys did last year. And they almost made the play a couple games away. So that's why I'm not that afraid as Philly. It's like, oh yeah, they have that vaunted front. Yeah, but if you really, really stop the run and you yourself have a run game, Eagles are cooked. They don't have anybody that can stop a Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Jadon Blue if they all get going. So I'm not as concerned about this game. I think Cowboys will be competitive, and I cannot wait for this matchup to see this new high flying offense and to see the little changes that Shoddy wanted to implement that Mike McCarthy wouldn't let him, and how that's going to impact how the Cowboys look. And the defense, too, I'm telling you, keep sleeping on that boy Donovan Ezeraku. Everyone wants to talk about Abdul Carter. I'm telling you, Donovan Ezeraku is going to surprise a lot of people. And this always too small, this and that. He's coming into the league same size as Michael Parsons. So I'm telling people, watch out for Donovan Ezeraku. So don't be shocked when all of a sudden you're just like, man, this guy can really rush the passer. He can get to the quarterback. Just looks bend is crazy. Tackles can't keep up with him. So be on the lookout for him. But again, we still need to stop the run. Hopefully, we can get another one tech. Hopefully, Elam can step up, or we get another corner, maybe a Gilmore to really solidify that secondary, so we can actually compete. So we don't have a clear hole that teams can take advantage of. And left tackle situation, that's a whole different animal. So we'll see about that during camp at OTAs. So now week 2, I was talking about Abdul Carter. We play the Giants. Not worried about the Giants. Russell Wilson, we dealt with him. Oh no, we played Justin Fields, but Russell Wilson was. I don't think he's got it anymore. And end of the season, I think Jackson Dart will be the starting quarterback. Just like when I saw Kirk Cousins go to Atlanta, I'm like, that's not gonna last. But yeah, you want to pay that guy the money, go ahead. You just making him richer, but your team's not getting any better. So that's gonna be interesting. Week 3, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams. We're gonna see if this is a if he can bring that Lions allure to the Chicago Bears. I think they're still gonna struggle. Even with Luther Burden, at the end of the day, Caleb Williams holds the ball longer than he should. Um, I, even though they retooled the O line, I think they're still going to blame the O line if things don't get going. And another thing, Matt Eberflus, as much as people hate him, he knows Caleb Williams, knows him very well. They fired him the year before, so I think for him defensively, he's going to want to come after Caleb Williams. It's like, okay, I got fired, wasn't my fault. So we gonna see. That's gonna be an interesting game, but I think Cowboys could be competitive in that game as well. And people tend to he knows Ben Johnson too in the same division, so watch out for that. Week 4, I have circled on my calendar because I need get back. I need the Dallas Cowboys to drop 100 points on the Green Bay Packers. I don't care if it's not possible. We need to do it. That's how I feel about that game. Um, Packers have gotten the best of us. They whooped us playoff time. But again, that was Mike McCarthy. This is not shoddy. So we're not going to have that lackluster offense, and they're not going to have, and hopefully, I can't say for sure, hopefully our defense isn't just, I was about to say something crazy, but hopefully our defense is solidified and not doing that stupid Dan Quinn style defense that will get you exposed when you really need it. But what do I know? Atlanta or not national championship, Atlanta Super Bowl conference championship with the Commanders. That defense will get you exposed. You just go up against the right team. You will see. Nobody wants to say about Dan Quinn. They got a little lucky wins. Be on the lookout. So definitely we need to stomp the Packers. And humble. Jordan Love got paid off that game against the Cowboys. Now y'all seeing he look regular against everybody else. Everybody want to look great against the Cowboys, but you're regular against everybody else. So look forward to that game. Week 5, Justin Fields and the Jets. Not really worried about that. Week 6, Carolina Panthers. I know they're gonna make a story. Oh, you guys wanted Ted McMillan. I don't care. He's a Panther. Deal. Yes, I wanted him on a team. He's not, so that's not my problem anymore. You got Bryce Young throwing you the football. Hopefully you can bail him out, but if not, you guys are gonna get cooked as well. Week 19, we're playing the Washington Commanders. I think they're frauds. They lost to Cooper Rush and terrible offense. So I'm really not worried about Commanders like that. That RPO offense, and now they got film on Jaden Daniels. So we'll see how long that lasts. So it is what it is. Week 8, we got the Denver Broncos. It's hit or miss. Sean Payton, Bo Nix, great combination. But again, by then we're going to really see how the Dallas Cowboys are. I'm hoping if they have a positive record by then, I think they'll be able to take the Broncos as well. Week 9, got the Cardinals. Clayton Adams going to want as an old team. Kyler Murray, not worried about him. Because everyone's like, oh, but he's never lost an AT&T State. Who cares? Cardinals not good until I see otherwise. Week 10, we have the bye week. Week 11, another story. Ashton Genty. Oh, you guys wanted Ashton Genty? Yes, we did. He's not here. We'll see by then if Ashton Genty lives up to the hype, but I know people going to make excuses if he's not great out the gate. Again, this is the NFL. We will see. As long as you just don't be average and all of a sudden you want to be great when the Dallas Cowboys come to play. That's the only thing I don't like. But I still think we can get that game. We're going against Geno Smith, so not too many concerns over there. Again, we got the Eagles at AT&T Stadium. That's toss-up game. We'll see how that goes. I would like to sweep them just so I could talk trash all year. But more important, I need the Cowboys to make a deep playoff run. That's what I care about more. Week 13 is going to be a ratings palooza playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, Thanksgiving, it's going to be a huge game. Everyone likes to call, well, I don't think people make Patrick Mahomes seem like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I think he's a very good quarterback with a great coach. Let Dak get a great coach, and y'all be looking at him different if he didn't have that star in his helmet. So I'm gonna like to see that matchup against the Spagnola-led defense. Really, really good defense. Uh, we can contend with them, if not beat them. Cowboys will be really, really good um, going into playoff time. Hopefully, we're in that situation. And then week 14, I got circled as well. I need get back against the Lions. The last time we played them, they whooped on us. I need that get back. They don't have Ben Johnson anymore. Jared Goff, we saw who he really was in the playoff time. I get it. They had injuries on defense, but if you know your defense can't stop nobody, you cannot turn over the ball. And instead of relying on that run game, you wanted to show that, oh, Jared Goff is the guy. That's what blew up in your face. So we're going to need that get back. I want to put 100 points on them as well. Week 15, playing the Vikings. Not too concerned about J.J. McCarthy. I know they still got Justin Jefferson, great wide receiver, top 3 wide receiver in the league. I don't care. We need to stop. We need to get to J.J. McCarthy and make him prove that he's great. And don't be great against us. That's all I ask. Week 16, got the Chargers. Um, Herbert's so hit or miss, but some of y'all still love him. Don't know why. I think he's average. But hey, like I said, when people play the Cowboys, all of a sudden they want to be great. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden Herbert wants to be a great quarterback when playing the Cowboys. So that's gonna be interesting. Week 17, playing the Commanders again. I believe we can sweep them. I don't think they're as good as people think they are. I think they're going to get exposed this year. I'll say that over and over and over again. I like Jaden Daniels. I think he was better than Caleb Williams coming into the draft. It doesn't matter. He's a division rival, so I'm automatically gonna hope the worst for you against us when we play. So I think Cowboys can get that sweep. Week 18, Giants. That's another sweep. I hope that. So I'm not really worried about that. But even at that time, if it's a game we can give away, I don't care. As long as we're in the playoffs, team is healthy, then we have an opportunity. That's all I care about. So that is all I have for you, Cowboys Nation. Cowboys definitely have a difficult schedule, but I don't care. I know they're going to silence the doubters. And Shoddy, with his new high powered offense and sneaky good defense that I'm predicting, is going to surprise people. And I'll be right there to tell y'all, I told you so. I promise you that. Remember, life is what you make of it. If it comes easy, it isn't worth the effort. So keep grinding, keep fighting, and success will come your way. That's my time again. My name is Mecca Mike, and for all the socials, that's MECCHA Mike, and I'm out.